the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You
Yes,
put your
ma'am.
hand down. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead, Miss Phillip.
I called the mother, Taylor Davis. Miss Davis, could you state your full name?
Taylor Alexandria Davis.
And ma'am, what's the name of the child involved in this case?
Ryder Leon McCarter.
And what's the name or how old is the child?
7.
And ma'am, is it correct that the father, Mr. Deshaun McCarter, lives in another state?
Correct.
Okay. And ma'am, the state shows that the father was served on March 20th, 2025 in the state of California. Do you believe that should be correct as far as where he lives?
Yes.
Okay. And ma'am, was the child conceived in the state of Texas?
Yes.
Okay. Um, and ma'am, are you asking that the child's last name remain McCarter?
No, I actually want to change it, but I know it'll be really hard because he did sign the birth certificate, and my son also knows his name. So as badly as I want to, I don't want to put up the fight.
Okay. And ma'am, has there been family violence between you and the father, Deshaun McCarter?
Yes.
When was the last time there was family violence between the two of you?
The last time would be the last time I saw him, which was around June of 20 June June or July of 2019.
And what happened during that incident?
That particular day, we were at our home in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. His grandmother from California was visiting along with one of his other children and a niece. And I had already left him,
Okay,
but
mom,
his
mom,
family
mom,
didn't.
mom. I need
Yes,
to know specifically what happened regarding family
okay.
violence on that day.
Yes, ma'am. So that's that day. I was in the bedroom, and he pushed me on the floor in front of our son, and then he took the car. He wouldn't give me my car keys, and he took them and he threw them in and hit me in my face with the keys.
Okay. And ma'am, had there been any family violence prior to that incident in 2019?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is it correct that there was an incident when you were pregnant with the child?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened during that incident?
I was about 7 months pregnant, and we got in a verbal argument in the car. He pulled over and he pulled me out. I jumped to the back seat because he locked the door. He wouldn't let me. Well, he was trying to push me out of the front door, but I jumped to the back seat. He pulled the car over and took my phone, and he pulled me out of the car on the side of the highway by my ankles and tried to leave me on the side of the highway.
Okay. And that was on a highway in what state?
Louisiana.
Okay. Um, and ma'am, is it correct that since 2019 you haven't seen him?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you're not sure if he would still be violent towards you if you were to see him.
No, but I don't want to
Okay.
take a chance.
Right. Okay. So ma'am, are you asking that you be appointed sole managing conservator of the child?
Yes.
And since you haven't seen the child or the father for the last 5 years, is it correct that you've been taking care of the child and providing for his daily needs in the past 5 years?
Correct. Okay.
Okay. Oh, 6 years. And who takes a child to school?
I do.
And
If he doesn't catch the bus, then I'll take him.
who takes a child to the doctor?
Me.
Okay. And who goes to school events for the child?
Me.
Okay. And ma'am, is it correct that you're asking that there be no geographic restriction for where the child lives?
Correct.
And is that because the father already lives in a different state, so you feel you should be able to move?
It's that, and also his other child's mother has verbally told me that my child doesn't matter and things of that
Hey,
sort. I don't
stop,
want.
stop. Mom, you can't tell me what somebody else told you.
Okay.
Okay, just answer her question. So go ahead, Miss Phillip.
Okay. Um, ma'am, are you asking that you be able to designate the child's residence with no geographic restriction?
Correct.
Okay. And ma'am, were you and Mr. McCarter in a relationship at any time before the child was born?
Yes.
Okay. And how long were you in a relationship?
We were in a relationship in total 2016, 17, 18, 19 for 3 years.
Okay. And what did Mr. McCarter do for a living during that time?
He was a tow truck driver.
Okay. And did he have a CDL?
Yes.
Okay.
Counsel,
Um,
counsel, I have no idea what you're doing on visitation.
okay. I can go to visitation, Judge, next.
And I don't know. Okay, so you want sole and then no geographic restriction. I got nothing on visitation.
Okay. I'll go to visitation right now, Judge. Um, Miss Davis, what are you asking the court to do for visitation?
If he chooses to visit, I would like those visitations to be supervised because of the domestic violence history.
Mom.
Yes.
Specifically answer what you want for visitation.
Okay. Supervised visitations. Uh maybe once a month. Twice a
Okay.
month if he can get here, but once a month is enough.
And ma'am, is it correct that um you would be okay with 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on the third Saturday of each month for all periods of possession of the child for the father?
Yes.
Okay, and that it would be supervised by you or someone that you choose?
Yes.
And
Let's
ma'am,
back up.
okay.
Mom, if you're not
Yes.
comfortable with him knowing where you are and you've got a history of family violence, it doesn't sound like you would be the best person to supervise
No, I
these
don't want to do it.
visits.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to do it. Like you said, me or somebody else. Yeah, not me. Yeah, I would rather it be someone else.
Okay, so if we make it somebody else, you would have somebody available?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll be an adult chosen by mom. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And ma'am, is it correct that you're asking for exchange of the child to occur at the Walmart at 951 West Beltline Road, DeSoto, Texas 75115?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that's a public place that you would feel comfortable at?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, and ma'am, is there anything else that you wanted to tell the court as far as why you're asking for supervised visitation?
Yes, ma'am. Texas, the state of Texas also has record. He was charged for domestic violence against me as well. Um, and because of that, I'm gonna always remember him as that person. So I do not want him along with my child. I've also witnessed him give one of his children an alcoholic
Okay,
beverage who was like
ma'am,
13 at the time.
ma'am, ma'am.
So yes.
I'm
Hmm.
going to ask Miss Phillips to ask another specific question.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna move on to his income information. Um, Miss Davis, the state has calculated that Mr. Deshaun McCarter's gross monthly income would be $4,786.67 based on the Bureau of Labor Statistics occupational handbook for truck drivers. Um, do you believe that's an accurate reflection of how much he makes, if not maybe less than what he makes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Okay.
Miss Davis, how do you know
Yes.
what dad makes?
I know if I get an estimated amount because I know he's a truck driver.
And so how do you know he's currently a truck driver?
He has it's honestly just via social media, the LinkedIn account as him being a truck driver.
Okay, do you have anything to show me that he's currently a truck driver?
Other than his LinkedIn account, that would be the only thing that I would have.
Okay. And because Miss Phillips' dad's out of state, the state has no information regarding that. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay. Okay. For some reason, I've got Mr. Delara back on the screen. Miss Thomas, is Mr. Delara free to go?
No, Your Honor, I need to speak with him. I'm not sure what's
I
wrong with
can't, Miss Thomas, I can't see you. I can't understand a word you're saying.
I don't understand. Mute.
Okay. Is Mr. Delara free to go or no?
No,
Okay. So where's Mr. Delara supposed to be?
I need to speak with him, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Delara, hit your toolbar and go back into breakout room number 7. So hit your toolbar till you see breakout room and then go back into that. Miss Thomas, have you emailed Miss Nortman or messaged her to move you? If you'll do that, then she can move you.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Delara, go back into the breakout room and Miss Thomas will come speak with you. Okay. Okay, sorry, Miss Phillip. I just had people coming in for some reason. Okay, go ahead. I guess because back to my question, because Dad's out of state, this Attorney General's office has no information regarding his current income, correct?
That's correct, Judge. I don't have income information for him. All I have is the Bureau of Labor Statistics occupational handbook for truck drivers.
But we don't even know that he is a truck driver.
Only
No.
based on what Miss Davis, her testimony as far as the LinkedIn profile.
Okay. And so, Mom, is it correct that you and Dad have not been together since 2019? Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then I'm not sure that I've got enough to go with that. Go ahead, Miss Phillip.
Okay. Your Honor, I can also calculate based on minimum wage.
Okay.
Okay. So, based on minimum wage, that would be $1,256.67. I will continue to ask Miss Davis some questions. Miss Davis, how many other children does Mr. McCarter have under 18?
5.
Okay. And ma'am, does the child in this case have private health insurance at this time?
No, we don't. He doesn't have any insurance at the time.
Okay. And ma'am, would you be okay with this order stating that you were to apply for the government? Okay. And if we were to base income off minimum wage, the father's child support or his medical support would be $18 a month. Would you be in agreement to that?
Yes.
Okay. And the father's child support would be $152 a month beginning June 1st, 2025. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes.
Okay. And then is it correct that you're asking for retroactive child support from June 1st, 2021 to today?
Yes.
And so that's 48 months of back child support, calculated at minimum wage. That amount comes out to $7,296. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And would you be in agreement for him to pay that off at $85 a month until it's paid off?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is it correct that there would be no retroactive medical support or retroactive dental support?
Correct.
Okay. And are you asking that Mr. McCarter be responsible for paying the court costs to Ellis County within 1 year?
Yes.
Okay. And ma'am, is it correct that you're asking for a non-disclosure of your contact information due to the past family violence in this case?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell the court regarding the case?
No, ma'am.
Okay, pass the witness.
When you and Dad quit living together or being in a relationship in 2019, is that when you came to Texas?
No, ma'am. At the time, I was still in Louisiana.
Okay. And then after, when did you come to Texas?
I've been here since 2023. I've been back since 23.
Okay, very good. And did Dad, was he still in Louisiana when you came back here, or he went gone to
No,
California or
ma'am.
somewhere?
He left in 2019. He didn't stay much longer.
Okay. Okay, very good. And so at some point, did you try either in Louisiana or Texas to get child support, either
Yes,
through
ma'am.
Dad directly or through the Attorney General's office?
Yes, ma'am. I did try in Louisiana first before I relocated here, and then of course I canceled the case there and started here.
Okay, very good.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
then that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give my ruling and ask Ms. Phillip to draft that up and send it to me. Once I sign off on the ruling, the Attorney General's office will send you a copy, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Judge, can I ask you a question?
No, let me give my ruling,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. This
Okay.
is new. I don't think. Okay.
Mom will be sole managing conservator. Dad will be possessory conservator. There'll be no geographic restrictions. Dad will have the third Saturday of the month from 1 to 5, pick up and drop off at the Walmart, as noted by Miss Phillip. An adult supervisor will be chosen by Mom. Dad to pay child support of $152 a month beginning June 1st, and medical reimbursement to the state of $18 beginning June 1st. Retroactive support in the amount of $7,296 to be paid back at $85 a month beginning November 1st. June 1st. Court costs to be paid by Dad within 1 year if billed by Ellis County. A non-disclosure of Mom's contact information other than her email address. Miss Phillip, does that do all the orders?
Yes, Judge. So that's a non-disclosure, but the mother, Miss Davis's email address will be included.
Only, yes.
Okay. Yes, that's everything.
Okay, Miss Davis, did you have any other questions?
Just one question. This is so new to me. I just want a question to you. If he does come about, he does contact you all, or we do get information on what he's doing with his life. Do I like reapply? Do I contact you all and say, hey, we found out his job now? How does that
Okay.
work?
I'm thinking you're talking about the Attorney General's office. So
Okay.
that's separate than me. So
Contact.
yes.
Okay.
But yes, you can contact the Attorney General's office with any
Yes,
new
ma'am.
information you receive.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good, ma'am. You're free to go for today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you both.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.